Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's going to be kind of a different video. I'm going to be doing what books I have read during this pandemic quarantine and what books I want to read and what books I am reading right now. So the first book I have read, well, besides graphic novels, but I've read the Kingdom of Hearts and Inuyasha graphic novel books, so I didn't think I wanted to show those. Is Don't Mind the Picture. It's kind of, it's the Calming of Sleeping Beauty. It's a Anne Rice book. And then I gotta do this in order. The second book was probably City of Bones. Then we have City of Ash. And my phone doesn't want to stay. Oh well. Well, these are going to be out of order. I just finished this not too long ago. Is Hidden by the House of Night books. And then I finished, I think this is the second teacher book. And then I read this one. This was the first teacher book I've ever read. It's actually pretty good. And then Awakened. This is actually my favorite. Every book of the House of Night books I read, it ends up becoming my favorite. Then I read this one. And then I read this one. I mean, I took a little bit of break from reading the House of Night books because after I feel like the story just keeps on telling and telling. And then we're getting into the Cassandra Clare books again. I read Clockwork Angel. I really love how they did the story on it. I really love it, for me at least. I don't know about anybody else, but I love it. And then I read Evernight. I like reading about vampires, werewolves, and stuff. I'm like a fantasy type of person. It's just what I love. I love this book. It's just the way how they told the story. I don't have the other books. Same with the other books too, the Immortal Instruments. I have all three of these books. And I just love the werewolf telling of it. She did a really good telling of it. I've had this book since I was 16 years old. And it is so old. Like, every time I turned the pages, I felt like I was ripping them. That's how old this book is. And then going into, like, some of my newer books, I read this book. I loved it. I loved the telling of it and everything. The way the author told about the evil queen and Snow White. I like to, for me, on how I got through so many books so fast, is I listen to audiobooks and I follow along with the physical books. That way I know what's happening, like what page I'm on, so I can keep track on Goodreads. Alright, and these three books I'm about to show you, I got them from Ollie's. Some of them still have the tags on them, because I didn't feel like. My mother-in-law, right after the whole everybody found out about the coronavirus and everything, we were at Ollie's because we took her to the bookstore because she needed to get some books. And then we went to Ollie's and she bought this for me. And it's the first book from the Tales of a New World. This is book 1. I want to look how big this thing is. This thing is huge. And then I like the siding, how it's like, it looks like it's kind of warped. I like shedded like on the sides. I really love that. And then I got these. Okay, these other two books are like a Alice in Wonderland telling. Might as well start with the first one. First one just looks like that. I love how she told the story. I love the girl. I love her name's Alyssa, the main character, and then I just love that dealing with Morpheus. She's a bug freak. And this is the second book. So those are all the books I have read. And then right now, I'm only reading 2 books. So this is the third book. Like I'm almost on chapter 9. I'm on page 109 right now. And so far, I'm loving it. And yeah. And then also, I've been reading the picture of Dorian Gray. So far, I'm loving it. And it's like the old style type of book. And just like my fiance, he saw it and he likes how the pages kind of come out a little bit. Those are the books I have read and the books that I'm reading right now. Now we're going to go into a little cray-cray. I'm going to start with this pile. So the next book that I'm planning on reading is Evermore. I only have the first 3 books, unfortunately. So there's like 6 books, I think. I need the rest, which I need to track down. I don't care if they're paperback or hardback, I will track them down. Like, I'm putting them in. And then, after I read Evermore, it will be Nefer's Curse. So this is the third teacher book. And then, oh, hold that thought. I am so sorry, I forgot to show 2 books. So I read these 2 books. And I love them. I love the story of the werewolf. I love Ellen Schreiber. I loved her from Vampire Kisses. She's just an amazing author. I would highly recommend her. Same with PC Cast and Kirsten Cast. I would highly recommend them because they are amazing authors. Okay, as I was saying, after Nefer's Curse is probably going to be Full Moon Kisses. This is the 3rd book. And this is the last book. And I wish she would have made more, but she only made 3. And I love it. And then will be the Clockwork Prince. So this is the 2nd book of it. So I'm excited to read that. And then comes this book. I'm super excited about it. She made 3 books, I think. Yeah, and I think I got this in the last book when I was probably 18. So those are what I want to read. And then I have another pile because, I mean, I did read the first 2 Harry Potter books. My knees hurt so bad. So probably first book will probably be Blue Moon. Trying to get them in as good order as I can, and then Revealed. but they're not in order. And then the last book, which is Forever. It's the same thing. I just got to be careful when I read it. And then this is the last teacher book. It just looks like that. And then, same as the last, Clockwork Princess. And then the very last book, which is Redeemed. And then this is like the last book, but this is like the 3.5 type of book. So it's just Untamed. So it has, what does it have? Let's see. Oh, like it has sections. Like it has it has the Moth in the Mirror. So it just looks like that. I don't know if you can see that. It just looks like that. And I think there's another section. And then it has 6 Impossible Things. And then I think the beginning has something. Oh, the beginning is The Boy in the Web. So I'm excited to read that. So now I just gotta take all these books, put them back on my bookshelf. Because I just took like a lot of them off. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much read half of my books. Like, I'm almost done with the House of Night books. The Other World series, I don't want to start yet because I only had the first book. And I just don't want to start that. Normally, I'm like, no, I don't want to start a book if I only have like 1 or 2 books. But after a while, it's just staring back at you and you're like, I gotta start it. Yeah, so I'm hoping I can order the Other World series by Pizza Cast and Kristen Cast. So I need to order Loved, Forgotten, and then I have to pre-order Found. Yeah, so I'm about to watch my show and then listen to my book like I normally do. And it's how I get through books like crazy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.